In today's video, we take a closer look at a case that, while seemingly ordinary, has captured the attention of many for what it reveals about civility, neighborhood relations, and ultimately, cultural respect. It all begins with a situation that many people in the UK, and in other countries as well, can easily relate to: a resident fed up with the irresponsible behavior of those living next door. But this time, the reaction wasn't quiet or passive. A British woman decided she had reached her limit and took action. What initially appeared to be a simple complaint about misplaced rubbish quickly turned into a firm statement about the lack of consideration for shared spaces and the responsibility every neighbor has towards their community. Her response, far from being a moment of anger, became a powerful wake-up call, not only exposing the issue itself but also highlighting a cultural divide that, in many cases, hinders harmonious living among people from different backgrounds or lifestyles. Visibly frustrated, and holding a bag of rubbish she had just collected from her garden, the woman approached her neighbor's home and knocked on the door. She wasn't there to shout or start a row. Her action, although fame, was purposeful, to make the other person face the consequences of their neglect. When the door opened, she clearly showed the contents of the bag, household waste that, according to her, had been dumped by the neighbor's partner the previous night next to her garden. Without raising her voice, she opened the bag and emptied it right at their doorstep. There were no insults, just a clear, unwavering message: this is the mess you left, and now it's back where it belongs. Incidents like this are far from isolated. In fact, reports of similar disputes are increasingly common, where the lack of respect for shared environments becomes the spark for tensions between residents. What makes this case particularly stand out is the way the woman responded, with determination, with clarity, and without resorting to verbal aggression, yet making it absolutely clear that she would no longer tolerate being disrespected. Through her actions, she didn't just call out a clear breach of basic community standards, she sent a broader message: no one has the right to behave as though their surroundings don't matter. And when someone acts carelessly, leaving rubbish or causing disorder, they should be ready to face the consequences, especially when confronted by someone who responds with reason and composure. This kind of scenario also opens the door to a wider conversation about integration, differing cultural norms around cleanliness and order, and how those differences can sometimes lead to conflict in increasingly diverse communities. Mutual respect and open communication are essential if we want to prevent small disputes from escalating into more serious confrontations. What's certain is that the message was loud and clear. By recording and sharing the situation, this woman wasn't just looking for a one-off solution. She was trying to raise awareness among others who might be dealing with similar challenges. Because at the end of the day, living in a community means taking on responsibilities that go beyond the threshold of our own homes. It means looking after our surroundings, respecting others, and understanding that our actions, no matter how small, have a real impact on those around us. Don't forget to support the channel by giving the video a like and subscribing for more real-life stories that reflect the everyday experiences of people who, just like you, want to build a fairer and more respectful community. What do you think about this situation? Have you ever had a similar experience with your neighbors? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.